Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Ardyn. So like you know, he is a breaker and a physical DPS. So let's compare him to Adventurer Log and Mastermind Zone. If you take a look here, I believe you are also impressed like me, because like you can see that Ardyn's stats are superb. His attack boost is insane, 220%. It is better than most pure physical DPS. Not only that, he gets 150% through dual wield, so he only needs 50% more. Okay, one armor sandal is sufficient, and his health, defense, spirit are also good, especially if you compare to these two characters. Like you can see that Ardyn's stats are way much better. He is true dual wield character, of course, and he gets increased chain damage modifier cap. So yes, I believe his offensive power is pretty great. On the battle, he also has two physical evasion on the start of the battle. The duration is kind of forever, and if he gets resurrected, I believe the passive gonna be active again. So this is very good passive, okay? Because usually after you being resurrected, you are weak. Okay, and that's it. No fatal damage protection, but with that kind of stats, I believe he won't go die easily. Okay, so enough about stats. Now let's take a look on his abilities. So for offensive power, like I said, he is pretty good, and he is a Stardust Regener, and his strongest attack is this Warp Strike Pain. So without any additional damage modifier, he can deal 32.5 times. He gets 2 times damage modifier from his passive, like you can see here. Okay, this 2 times Warp Strike Pain, so that means he can deal 34.5 times damage, okay, initially. And of course, don't forget to cast this Spectral Charge, which will increase 7.5 times. That means he can deal 42 times. Actually, he can deal 45.5 times, but I don't think that's possible because you get additional damage modifier from this red army guard. Why I say this is not possible to deal 45.5 times? Because if you take a look on the mechanics section, the following actions will reset these stacks. So that means casting different consecutive damage increase ability. So because Red Army Girl is also consecutive damage, that means the damage will be reset. But I'm not sure, okay, because yeah, the damage modifier are same. Actually, I'm not sure, but if we follow the normal circumstance, that means Ardyn can only deal 42 times damage. That's not as great as 45.5 times, but still it is pretty high because 42 times mean 84 times. Whoa, 84 times constantly. Very amazing. Okay, and yes, that's for his offensive power. He can break the enemies too, okay? Like you can see that you can break the attack, defense, and magic spirit. You can dual cast this. So that means within one turn, you can break all stats by 60%. And this is the unique thing about Ardyn's break, because it is gradual increase. After 2 turns, you're gonna break the enemy's attack all stats by 74%. Okay, 74% are nice, but really guys, Ardyn may don't have a problem on a battle when you don't need to dispel enemy buff. But on a battle where you need to dispel the enemy, for example, Scorn of Armor of the Oppression, Iron Giant, then it will become problem, because after you dispel that 74% break, you're gonna start again with 60%. And like you know that 60% maybe not that good enough for today bosses. Okay, that's the problem he needs to face. Okay, and other than breaks, he also able to buff all allies by 150%, like you can see here. Okay, I must say this is very nice as a temporary buffer. Let's say if you use Sylvie as your main buffer, then Sylvie 170% buff are not available on demand, so you can use this while waiting for Sylvie's LP. The Imperil is also nice for himself, okay, because he can imbue himself with fire and dark element. Okay, so very nice. And the last side ability, I mean support, is this. Okay, fire and dark resist for 3 turns. This is good. Okay, always have option to give you some extra elemental resist, but again it is niche, so yeah, not that important in my opinion. Okay, and if you fight multiple enemies, you don't need to worry that much, because he has this rising phantom magic, rising phantom physical, so this break all enemies. Okay, very nice, like you can see, 74% again. But the problem is it is not available on the first turn, because you need to use this as a setup. So yeah, I don't think he is a good breaker to bring if you fight multiple enemies. Okay, and for his LP, I don't see any reason to use this except for imperil the enemy fire and dark resist. That's why I think you shouldn't level up this LP, because at level 1 and level 30 it imperils 100%. Okay, the damage increase may be kind of small in my opinion. Okay, and this hit 30 times, and I wish it is chainable with Extreme Nova, but because like you can see on the wiki, there is no Extreme Nova chaining family note below, then I think it is not chainable. Okay, and talking about Extreme Nova, one of the best partner for Ardyn is Mastermind Son, because Ardyn also have this. Okay, 250% all stats buff to himself. With Projected Mirror, Mastermind Son can reapply this buff to everyone, including this all elemental resist. Whoa, this is really useful. Okay, remember that Projected Mirror lasts for 3 turns if I'm not mistaken, so 3 turns with 100% all elemental resist, super. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about his abilities and partner. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, it is pretty simple. Simply focus on his attack, and because he needs to equip Great Sword, make sure you include Great Sword as one of his weapon. The second weapon, I think the best is Katana, because you can get this Parrot Swordman, which will increase 70% attack easily. And I think because he already has 220% attack boost, you can max his attack stats easily. After that, you can focus on his health or spirit stats, and he will become really durable. Okay, the best accessory for him, I think it is Lucid Lances, because it gives him high attack and gives him one of his weakness, no fatal damage protection. But that's it, he is really powerful and easy to equip. Enough about equipment. My conclusion for Ardyn is really good characters. Okay, his damage modifier is good, 84 times damage. Okay, so if you take a look on the wiki, he is about on par with Jasper Unbound and Gadria. Okay, I mean Furkula FFBE damage spreadsheet, and I think that's pretty impressive. Maybe you say, what, he is not top tier, why you say he is impressive? I have said this on his preview video. Remember that he also can break the enemy, so that means you can ditch one slot for your breaker. That way you can add finisher maybe to your party to build more powerful offensive oriented party. Okay, so yes, Ardyn himself maybe not the best DPS characters, but with his presence on your party, he may able to make your party deal more damage. Okay, he also able to imperil and imbue himself with 2 elements. And if those elements are not usable on the battles, don't worry, because he is also true dual wield character. That means he can equip 2 weapons, so I don't think elements would be his problem. And don't forget, his stats is superb, awesome. Okay, for his Trust Master reward, in my opinion, it is one of the best hat for your physical DPS character, Trust Master reward level, okay, non-STMR, because it gives you 40 attack. So far, I can already remember Priest Hairpin, but Priest Hairpin only gives you attack row boost, but for this, it gives you nice regen for health and MP and LP regen. Wow, very good. Okay, very good. Trust Master reward. Same for his STMR. This STMR, maybe you say it's low, only 60%. Remember that this not restricted to any weapon. Again, you get that 20% health and all status ailments, which is kind of important for today's standard. Okay, so yeah, nice. And the only thing I don't like about him is his gradual breaks. Like I said in the beginning, if you need to dispel the enemy, then you need to deal with that 60% breaks. That may be enough, depends on your party defensive stats, but yeah, I just point his weakness. But if you can look around about that, okay, then he is pretty good. Okay, and compared to Adventurer Log, I must say that Adventurer Log has better breaks, because yeah, Adventurer Log's able to break 84%. So yeah, he is clearly the winner. But yeah, of course, Adventurer Log deal low damage and he only has water element. Okay, compared to Mastermind Son, I really cannot say he is worse than Ardyn, because Mastermind Son is different than Ardyn. Mastermind Son is made to become all-around character, all-rounder, I mean. Okay, so yes, he is really good and can become really useful even on the future, because he able to chain with many chaining families. Okay, and Mastermind Son also able to complement Ardyn weakness. Okay, simply save Mastermind Son breaks until you dispel the enemy stats. Okay, and then when Ardyn recast his breaks, 60% breaks, then Mastermind Son can help him on that turn for 70% breaks. Okay, so they can cover each other. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Ardyn. Not the character I would recommend for you to pull if you already have top tier attackers, but he is not bad, guys. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Prep XVS guide. Bye bye, guys.